But-da-da, Tribe called Owens. How we doing, baby? Let's check out the channel. We growing or not? Let's check out the comments. Oh, that's nice. Yo, wait, what? So, as you guys know, we were featured in an article by CBC New Brunswick. I think I talked about it in the last video. Since then, we've realized that although everyone has been very welcoming and kind to our face, there probably is, and in fact, I now know this, there are some people who are quite bitter and upset that people are moving here to New Brunswick. So the question really is, do East Coasters hate that people from out of province are moving here and kind of uncovering this hidden gem or this amazing nook of the country, especially during this time of COVID-19? And well, according to not everybody, a few of the commenters on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, yeah, they're a little bit upset. And that's what inspired this video. I want to talk a little bit about that. You know, it was kind of funny scrolling through and following the comments, especially on Twitter. I don't use Twitter. I have Twitter. I literally open it maybe once or twice a year, and it's usually if there's just some type of crazy thing going on in the media and I just want to see what's happening on Twitter. Or, you know, stuff like this where there's, you know, an article or something in hockey that, you know, I want to follow. But there was a couple people on there who were they just seemed like angry people. Comments like, no thank you, please go back to Ontario. Kind of funny to us, but yeah, honestly, I don't even know why people like that even comment on stuff. Why not just keep scrolling? But there was another person who commented on one of our videos on YouTube. It was the one about my parents buying a house for $3,700, like 2.5 hours north of St. John. I'm paraphrasing the comment. It said something like, we don't want investors coming here and cannibalizing the real estate market like they have in Toronto, buying up all the homes and pretty much leaving everybody else homeless. And I had to laugh at this comment because if you guys seen this video, I will post the link below and I'll link it right above. This house was literally unlivable. And I don't think I added this in the video, but right before we got there, we had trouble finding the house. So we just did a little loop, not around the block. That's definitely the wrong term to use out in the country. One of the side streets that were kind of, you know, close by, and there was a neighbor, and, you know, we called him over and just asked about the house. We showed him a picture we were trying to look. And it was actually the brother of the owner of the $3,700 house. That makes sense to you guys? And he kind of gave us the backstory on it. This house was condemned or vacant for over 6 years. And I know that you guys who have watched it, the inside, like it's very obvious. No one lived there, no one has lived there in a long time. This house was an absolute gut job. It was a nightmare, basically. Like the only win from it was the land, which, you know, I still stand by for sure. And for someone to watch the video and automatically think that investors are coming and cannibalizing their land, like, come on, this house was vacant for 6 years. Like, no one was coming to buy this place. And having said that, I do get the perspective of the locals, and not just people in St. John or New Brunswick, but, you know, the East Coast in general. A lot of people from other provinces are moving here just because the cost of living is a lot cheaper. You know, when that happens, it does raise property values. But to think these mid-sized cities in the Canadian East Coast are gonna turn into like the next Toronto, maybe property prices will rise a little bit, but $100,000 homes like ours turning into $1 million homes like in Toronto, I wouldn't hold your breath on that. Having been out here for geez, how long has it been? Since the start of November, we really have settled in and got a feel for the land, feel for the people, and it's been really great. And at least 4 of my friends are browsing Eastern Canada, New Brunswick specifically, more seriously. And can you blame them though? These people are young families like us, like Jess and I, have little ones. And what us and them are after is just a better quality of life for our family. At the end of the day, it just doesn't make sense to be over your head in mortgage payments and bills and being chased around month to month by the bill collectors, and you're just working non-stop. You're working around the clock. Why does it have to be like that? Why does anybody do that? I mean, if you take a step back and look at what life for your family could be like if you uprooted over here to the East Coast, where cost of living is much cheaper. Houses they're a lot cheaper than they are from where I'm from in Niagara Falls and, you know, all the suburbs around Toronto. And with today's climate where everyone's working from home, like, it just doesn't make sense to carry that burden month to month. Okay, I know I'm ranting a lot right now, and, you know, I don't want to be that person, but those comments, they just, yeah, I'm over it, honestly. The majority of the people have been super welcoming and are happy to see people come here. They're actually pretty curious, like why would you come out here? Why would you move from Toronto here? And at this point, I sound like a little bit of a broken record telling this story over and over, and we just don't want to be over our heads with a mortgage payment that's just a constant stress. This draining your bank account, and you go to work, you go home. The majority of the time you're at work, you know, pre-COVID days, you go home, you watch Netflix and go to bed. I mean, the reality of it, that's how most people live their life. I don't know, man. I don't know. But am I right or am I crazy? What do you guys think? Leave a comment and let me know. Like, is this making sense or no? Okay. I just told them about a couple haters we got, a couple people upset. What were you thinking when you saw those people that were kind of unhappy that us out of province people are moving out here? Do you think they're right? Do they have a right to be upset?
No. No. Yeah, my first thought was just that that's probably not the only thing they're upset about, like people like that, you know? Google, stop the time. I didn't really take it too seriously, like, not to be rude or anything. I think people should be free to move around, go where they want to go, and I think there's probably so many more positives than negative. That's my opinion.
Do you think it makes sense for young families to move out here?
Definitely. Because in a lot of other places it's becoming impossible for young families to buy homes, and I think young families deserve to have their own homes with space and a yard, and yeah, it makes sense.
See, I'm not the only one who thinks this, but I think this may be the most important thing I say in this video. If you are an out-of-province person and you are moving out here to the East Coast, the people out here really love their lifestyle and their way of living. It's a little bit more slow-paced, people are ultra-friendly, it's a lot more laid back and easygoing, and I think that's pretty cool. And it's important for us to respect that and embrace that and make that part of our own lives, because I think that is probably the best part of being out here. It's been snowing the entire day. Irie's absolutely loving the sled. So glad to see that. Hey, Reese dog. You guys remember Reese, right? My trusty sidekick out here while I'm shoveling. Has made it all the way from Ontario. And she's here with us. Thank you to my parents. And when's the last time you've seen snowbanks this size? Definitely been a minute for us. I know growing up as a kid, there were snowbanks that size all the time, which I loved. But having spent the last, feel like, half a decade in Europe, where the winters are pretty mild. Last winter in Toronto was fairly mild, I would say, too. We didn't get too much snow. And if we did, it was melted the next day. Level 10 Canadians right here. This is how we do it. Newest addition, we have a rug for right there, saying goodbye to Irie's playmat, which is going in her playroom, respectively.
I'm curious to see the colors. I hope they're not too bright. Let's just fold it over. Look, it's got like that mustardy color from the blanket. Used to be a big trim inside.
And there we have it. We think it looks pretty good. We're happy with it so far. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section. Do we make a good choice or what you doing?
So before we let you guys go this week, I just wanted to give Reese the introduction that she deserves. She's such a special part of our family. We're so happy that she's here, that she's joined us in St. John now. And yeah, let's just go see what she's up to. So Reese is almost 10 years old now. She's literally been everywhere with us. She's come to Germany, Italy, Denmark. She didn't make it to Australia. That's just a little bit too far for her. We didn't want to do that to her, so she's been staying with Jordan's parents for a little while, and they so kindly brought her down to us, and it's just been so amazing to have her here with us again. I'm happy that Irie can start to develop more of a relationship with her.
I love you.
And she's at an age now where she interacts with Reese a lot, and it's just so special for us to see. So yeah, you'll be seeing a lot more of Reese in our videos to come. So that's it for this week's video. If you haven't already, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. It helps our channel a lot. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.